All right, everybody. We are off on another Trenny and Sea adventure. We've got our quads ready. We are going to head up into the wilderness for another wilderness review. So stay tuned.
Wilderness Whiskey.
Get it going. Okay, so we stopped for a refreshment in a picturesque location. We're on a bridge.
Got a creek beneath us. Quite beautiful. Middle of nowhere.
Creaky river, a little waterfall down there. I don't know if you can see it or not. Anyway, looks really cool from here. Looks like a perfect little swimming hole down there. Anyway, we shall continue.
Everybody, welcome to another episode of Trenny and Sea. I'm yelling because you might not be able to hear me.
That might be a little bit too much.
Okay. Here we are in the beautiful wilderness. Another whiskey wilderness review.
Yeah. We've we've had creek critiques and river reviews and wilderness whiskey.
And
so
lake something.
What's the
Shawnee and
lushes at the lake?
Sure. Yeah.
So we've got a fun birthday bottle.
Look at this guy right here.
Here. Look at that. That is the second edition of, I believe you pronounce it, KAIYO.
Yeah.
KAIYO whiskey. Japanese Mizunara oak peated, unchill filtered, 46%.
It checks a lot of boxes, this one.
Mm-hmm.
So this one's, again, a birthday whiskey.
Yeah.
So
we
C's sister was kind of asking what should be bought, and she sent me a couple photos of different things, and I thought, this sounded interesting. It's not something that we would probably normally just pick off the shelf, but because it's so random and it checks the boxes, the 46%, natural color, non-chill filtered, all that stuff. So did you mention it was aged in...
I haven't mentioned anything about how it was aged.
You pop the cap.
Okay, here we go. Listen. Shh. I don't know if you'll hear it in the... Oh, maybe I go up there and do it. Here we go. There we go. Had a little twang to it.
Yeah, I like
A little
that.
boing. Almost like it was aluminum or something.
Yeah.
Okay, back up I go.
Okay.
So yeah, how was it aged?
So this was 2 years in Madeira casks, and then 6 years in Mizunara cask, which is exclusive to Japan.
That Japanese oak.
Japanese oak style. So that in itself is very interesting. It's also peated. It's a Scottish malt that they've imported over, and they've aged themselves.
In
they've
Japan,
put
yeah.
some very cool, features about this one.
Yeah,
which is cool.
I like how you recommended like the most expensive whiskey to my sister to buy me. It was
In fact, I said you might not want to go that expensive. But
that's one of the boxes it doesn't check.
That's right.
The price box. It's a little high for something, no age statement, but you know what?
Well, it does though. It's 8 years technically.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, because you got the 2 plus the 6.
Yeah.
Oh, I can get math.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
Again, peated malt. Here we go.
Let's snip it.
Wow, the peat is definitely there.
But it has this like fruitiness and this kind of it has that vegetal funk a little bit too.
I'm also kind of getting like this sort of like orange satsuma style, like perfumey kind of thing, along with the peat and the kind of sugared oak, that kind of style.
Good sweetness on it too.
Yeah, it's a pleasant nose. A minute ago I said natural color. I'm not 100% sure about that.
Okay.
I might have just said that, and looking at it, it doesn't look...
For 8 years, that looks like it's unmolested.
Yeah. It's hard to know.
Yeah, and it has a little bit of that smoke show on there, like you were saying.
Yep.
But it's the kind of... considering we have tumblers and it's actually blowing wind right now, and we can get quite a nose off this thing, that's impressive.
Yeah, get this in a couple of Glencairn glasses, and
in a closed environment.
Yeah, like it's quite like honestly like refreshing, a little bit eucalyptus and mentholy slightly. Getting a bug out of there.
Little rock in my glass.
Comes on the rocks.
Yeah. So you never know what's gonna happen when you're out in the elements. Okay, let's give it a taste.
Okay. Oh, it's quite different.
It's very like soft and smooth. It has a nice sweetness, but it definitely has.
It's kind of peppery mid palate, like table pepper kind of.
Has a nice long finish on it. What was the other thing? It has that. To me, it's that icicle water kind of mineral.
A little bit iodine-y. I'm not getting a huge influence of the Madeira cask yet, but what's kind of interesting about that is a lot of the time whiskeys and Scotch distilleries especially will age their whiskey in their, ex-bourbon cask or whatever it might be, and then do 2 years in the Madeira. So this is kind of the opposite. They aged it in Madeira first, and then let it settle for 6 years in
the Mizner,
oak cask. That's kind of different.
There's almost something like peachy or something.
Yeah,
there's
that's what I mean. There's I got that weird orangey satsuma sort of very. It is a fruity nose to it, and a fruity.
Nice kind of level of sweetness on there too. Like it's got a pleasant sweetness. It has a nice long finish. It's almost like it's bigger and bolder on the palate the longer you wait for that next sip.
For sure.
It heats up. It's got
it expands.
Yeah, it's got a back of the throat warmness. I'm enjoying it. I like it.
It's kind of cool because there is a flavor in there that I can't quite put my finger on, and it's not specifically like a Scotch style to it. In the flavor I'm trying to figure out. It is a Scotch style.
There's a little bit of like a waxy, soapy thing going on too.
Yeah.
It's right in there with that kind of like peach and fruity part. There's something kind of waxy and soapy too. Like this is gonna be.
But it has that soft arrival, which is nice.
Yeah.
Very cool. It's always exciting trying new whiskeys that you have no expectation over, but they definitely, if you know what you're looking for, you can kind of tell what's going to be pretty good.
It's even better when you don't have to pay for it yourself.
Absolutely.
So,
so thank you, Sea Sister.
Yeah.
It helps me too.
Yeah,
I really get it on
the gift that keeps on giving. So thank you for joining us for another wilderness adventure.
Quad review.
Yeah, and you know what? The summer's coming to an end, so we will be hunkering down in the Trinity and Sea studio very shortly, settling in for the winter. Maybe we have to get ourselves a fireplace or something.
Oh yeah, even if it's one of those fake electric ones.
Yeah, for sure. All right, well,
thank you guys. Click like, subscribe, check us out on Patreon. For as little as $1 a month, you can join, and we have tons of prizes every month that we give away. So the odds of winning on there are much greater than like a lottery or whatever.
And don't forget to check us out where all the other kids are on TikTok.
Absolutely.
And Instagram. All right, cheersy.
Yep. Cheers.